production of Fox Sports.
We are Baltimore. We are Southwest.
In its 15th year, it finally became a rivalry. Your Rangers and the Houston Astros battled through an intense and often contentious season series. And the West Division title was on the line until the final week. Both teams blossomed last season, setting up what should be the foundation for a heated rivalry for years to come. The battle for the boot kicks off next at Globe Life Park as the Rangers and the Astros meet for the first time in 2016. Texas Rangers baseball is presented by AT&T high-speed internet. Well, cloudy skies overhead at Globe Life Park. There's a storm brewing on the field, however. Tonight it's game one of the Silver Boot Series between your Rangers and the Houston Astros. And welcome in, everyone, along with Tom Grieve, Steve Busby. Delighted you could join us on this Tuesday night. And indeed, last year was a storm that brewed up between these two teams. Both of them, for the first time since 2000, went to the postseason. It was quite a season series last year, Tom.
It was, Buzz. The Rangers dominated the series, and the reason it's become such a good rivalry is because both teams are really good right now, and fans from both cities are behind their teams and take these games seriously. Last year, the teams played 19 times. The Rangers were able to win 13 of those games, and they did it with their offense. They were out-homered, but they weren't outscored. The Rangers averaged a run and a half more per game. They won the close games, 5 out of 6 one-run games. And I think the thing that they did mostly was they hit with runners in scoring position, almost 300. When they had men on base and they needed the runs, they figured out how to get them. That led to 13 wins and 19 chances against the Astros. But as the skipper said, this is a new season. That's last season. Got to do it all over again.
Yeah, and the Rangers have certainly gotten off to the same start as far as hitting with runners in scoring position. Their strong suit coming into this ball game here tonight. Well, the Rangers and the Astros getting set to hook it up. Derek Holland trying to win his second straight ball game. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Fox Sports Southwest. Baseball on Fox Sports Southwest is brought to you by your Texas Ford dealer. Visit your local Texas Ford dealer today for incredible deals and see why Ford is the best in Texas. By AT&T High-Speed Internet. Get a deal worth talking about. Get high-speed internet from AT&T. And by Southwest Airlines. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. Well, a comfortable night. Temperatures in the mid-70s. Derek Holland out to the mound. His teammates into the field behind him. And before we get things underway, let's head down and check in with Emily Jones.
Well, Buzz, as you and Tom talked about at the top of the show, things did get a little heated between these two teams last season, perhaps a byproduct of both of them being atop the American League West toward the end of 2015. Prince Fielder puts this rivalry into perspective.
Oh, rivalry sounds so violent. I'm not sure. I mean, I think it is. I mean, you know, everybody wants to win. I think they're in our division, so of course it's going to be a little more intense. But you know, I think it's so far. I don't think it's a friendly rivalry so far. You know, nobody's punched anybody yet, so I think we're all right.
So far, so good as far as the rivalry is concerned, and it being a friendly rivalry. Hopefully it will stay that way. I know both fan bases may not feel that way, but the guys in the clubhouse definitely think everything's on the up and up between these two guys.
All right, as Prince said, nobody's pinched anybody yet. You let that yet kind of hang in there. Well, Derek Holland out to the mound, and Tom's going to tell you about the Astros lineup that he will face.
All-star Jose Altuve is the leadoff hitter. George Springer, the man they call the Spider-Man, is the right fielder. Carlos Correa, shortstop. Tyler White is starting at first base, off to a great start. Evan Gattis is the DH. Carlos Gomez plays center field. Marwin Gonzalez bats seventh. Jason Castro is the catcher. And in left field, Jake Marisnick.
Well, that is the lineup that 29-year-old left-hander Derek Holland will face tonight. Holland making his third start of the year, coming off a very strong outing against the Mariners, 6 2/3 of shutout baseball. That was his win this year, and 2.31 ERA will tell you he's been pretty good, as will that 182 opponent's batting average. Facing Jose Altuve to start things off. Altuve already 4 home runs for the young season, and 2 of them have come in his first at bat. 2 leadoff home runs this year, and the count evens up at a ball and a strike. Good numbers for Altuve against Holland, as you will find most Astros have reached Holland pretty consistently over the years. Derek last year had a tough time against Houston. He was 0-1 with a 7.71 ERA in 3 starts. 2-2. And that breaking ball you saw on the 1-1 pitch, a key to Holland, especially the first time through the order. If he can establish that in the strike zone, keep a lot of guys off that fastball. That one's in the dirt. Brett Nicholas doing the work behind the plate tonight. And the count to Altuve has gone full. Altuve leading off. George Springer, the right fielder, will follow. Payoff pitch on the way. Hit hard to left field, but Desmond positioned pretty well. 1 hard out here in the first inning.
That's a nice out to get on that ball. That ball was smoked.
And we'll take a look at the rest of the Ranger defense. It's delivered to you tonight by the Texas Department of Transportation. We saw Ian Desmond in left field, already an out under his belt. Delino to Shields in center. Nomar Mazar is in right. Moreland and Odor on the right side. Anderson Beltre on the left side with Brett Nicholas getting his 4th major league start. Here's George Springer, off to a 2.69 average start. 0-1. Springer, 3 home runs, 8 driven in. Just 2 for 7 against Derek Holland. Astros come in 5th place in the Western Division. They're at 5-8. Trailing the Rangers, who lead the division by 2 games. A.J. Hinch's club over the weekend, though, won their first series of the year as they took 2 out of 3 from the Detroit Tigers. And that pitch just nudging the inside corner, 1-2.
And that's another big pitch for him, Buzz, his ability to throw that fastball into the right-hand hitters. They've got a lot of home run hitters, a lot of guys with power. They like to extend their arms with the ball out over the plate.
Just foul tip. Yeah, that's a good point, Tom, and that's very important that you don't let him look out over the plate. And you know, establishing that fastball and establishing the curveball, which will take care of the timing issue also. Very important for Derek. Now the 1-2, and a little bit high. Springer last year limited to just over 100 games. Had some injury issues. Now for the second straight hitter, Holland has gone 3-2. So Springer with one out. With the full count, Carlos Correa, the young shortstop, follows in the lineup. Just underway. Rangers with an off day yesterday, a rain out the day before. They were itching to get back on the field. That one's hit hard down the left field side. It's in, and Desmond can't cut it off. It's to the wall, and Springer will steam into second with a one-out double.
One thing Derek doesn't want to have happen today is what's happened in the first two hitters. Use all his pitches, get into a fastball count, throw a fastball down the middle of the plate to these guys with good power. Springer hit his ball pretty much exactly how Altuve hit his ball. Fortunately, Altuve's ball was caught by Desmond. That's a fastball right down the middle in a fastball count. And that's what Derek really needs to go out of his way to avoid against this team.
Yeah, and having to throw a strike. When you get to 3-2, you need to throw a strike, and that kind of negates that inside fastball. You worry about if it's too far in, and then you have walked him, and that's just not the ideal pitch for 3-2. But the counter to that is don't go to 3-2. Well, here's Carlos Correa. 3 home runs, 7 driven in, 4 out of 5 for the young shortstop against Derek Holland. All of that damage done last year. 1 ball and 1 strike. Last season, despite only playing 90-plus ball games, led all shortstops in home runs, on base plus slugging percentage, and virtually every other offensive category that you can think of for shortstops. American League Rookie of the Year, and he is something. And going back to what you were talking about, Tom, his stature. I mean, he's a big guy, and still not quite 21 years of age, or 22 years of age. To the right side, Moreland. It's going to be a foot race between Holland and Correa, and Derek Holland wins it. Nice job by Holland getting over there, and a nice feed from Mitch Moreland for the out. On to third goes Springer.
Yeah, that's a tricky play, boy, when Mitch has to go that far to his right and then accurately hit the pitcher coming across the bag. Tough for Derek, too, as a left-hand pitcher to get over there. But they pulled it off nicely. Correa runs pretty well. You can see Mitch playing way off the line and Rugned shading up the middle. And here's the call from first base umpire Marvin Hudson. Good look at it. Got him by half a step.
Yep.
Nice play.
Good job by Derek Holland to catch the ball and then find the bag, not trying to do them both at the same time. Well, 2 outs now, and here is Tyler White, the 25-year-old rookie. Makes that first Holland pitch, the breaking ball for ball 1. White off to a terrific start. 357 average with 4 home runs, 11 driven in. The guy that came out of Western Carolina University. All throughout his minor league career. He's only been in the minor league since 2011, but had a 311 cumulative total in the minor leagues for the 3 years. Not a big home run guy down there, but that might translate into that kind of contact, might translate into more as he kind of fills out and gets his feet on the ground at the big league level. Holland working from the stretch with Springer at third.
The other thing that I think translates pretty good buzz is he's an on-base percentage guy too. In addition to the average, his on-base percentage in the minor leagues was over 420. So he eyeballs it, gets good pitches to hit, takes walks. And that gives you a head start when you get to the big leagues. If you've got a good eye at the plate, don't swing at wild pitches.
Popped into shallow right. Mazzara coming on. He calls off Odor. And that'll do it. So Holland will surround the one-out double. Springer left stranded. Half an inning in the books. Astros nothing. Rangers coming up. Tell you about the Southwest Airlines Texas Rangers lineup.
Rangers start off with Delino to Shields, who with a hot streak has his batting average up to 326. Nomar Mazara bats second. Prince Fielder is third. Adrian Beltre's been hot. Mitch Moreland's at first base. Ian Desmond back in the lineup is in left field. Rougned Odor is at second base. Elvis Andrus hitting .351, batting eighth, and hitting .273, and batting ninth is Brett Nicholas.
And that lineup will face a very familiar face, the former Ranger, 33-year-old right-hander Scott Feldman. And Scott, against his former team, has pitched reasonably well. This is his ninth career start. Doesn't have a whole lot to show for it. Last year, the Rangers kind of roughed him up. Gave up a total of 10 runs against them. And Delino takes a strike. Feldman in the third year of that three-year contract that he signed with the Houston Astros. They needed a stabilizing influence, and they felt that with Feldman's work ethic and everything he brought to the table that he'd be the ideal guy, and it's proven to be pretty correct. Now, Delino, as you saw, a .326 average, 2 out of 5 against Feldman in previous matchups. Catches the outside corner. At least in the early going, it looks like Clint Fagan, the home plate umpire, might favor the pitcher on the outside part of the plate, or off the part of the plate. Delino, you remember, started off the year 0 for 10, and boy, since then he has gone gangbusters. A .412 hitter in the last 8 ball games. Been getting on base, and when that happens, the Rangers win. 2-2.
Yeah, he's blossoming into exactly what you want from a leadoff hitter. A guy that sees a lot of pitches, can bunt, takes a lot of pitches, works a walk, hits for average, and can run and steal bases. Perfect storm as a leadoff hitter.
As you know, well, no, Tom, he was sitting there listening to Jeff Bannister today in his media briefing. He said it's very simple with Delino to Shields. When he gets on, we score.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what his job description is. You get on base, we'll have some guys bring you around. Another 2-2 pitch. Correa. out number 1. Now we'll take a look at the rest of the Astro defense, brought to you tonight by T-Mobile. Outfield has Marisnik, Gomez, and Springer left, center, and right. A very fast outfield. White and Altuve on the right side of the diamond. Correa, who you just saw, and Gonzalez on the left side, with Jason Castro behind the plate. Very good defensive unit for the Houston Astros. They've only committed 6 errors this year. That is good for 3rd in the league. Rangers, by comparison, have 8. Both teams have played 13 ball games coming into tonight. Marwin Gonzalez, a .444 mark. A home run, 5 driven in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Our TXU Energy power player to watch. Marwin Gonzalez character. Since his debut, that .444 average, April 10th was when he got his first major league action. Remember that 3-hit game against the Los Angeles Angels. 2nd highest average in the major league since that date. That being, was it 9 days ago? That's pretty impressive.
Sure is. It's been impressive the way he's used the whole field. Base hits he's got to left field. Long home run he hit in Anaheim against Weaver.
Up the middle, but that's right where Correa is. He boots it. And Mazzara is going to be aboard.
Well, Feldman will get a lot of ground balls. He's a ground ball pitcher. And he'll jam a lot of hitters, left-hand hitters, with his cutter. He throws a lot of cutters, and that was a good cutter, located where he wanted it. It jammed Nomar a little bit. Looked like a relatively simple play for Correa. He just took his eye off the ball, maybe. Looked like it took a hop that was conducive to making the play, but didn't work out for him that way.
And Correa last year in his 99 ball games committed 13 errors. So 1 on, 1 out. Here's Prince Fielder. The Astros going to an overshift against the Ranger DH. As Feldman pours in strike 1. Prince off to a slow start average-wise, but 11 RBI, and that's what he gets paid for. 5 for 16 with a home run against Scott Feldman. Fielder going up for that one. Fouled it straight back. Well, Prince has 8 hits this year. 5 of them have come with runners in scoring position. So I guess if you're going to have to be off to a slow start hits-wise,
make the best out of it.
Make the most of what you do get.
Yeah.
And he hasn't minded at all facing Houston pitching. .358 average in the last 19 ball games. That's how many times the Angels and Astros matched up last year. That ball is belted. There she goes to right. Goodbye.
That ball went all the way over the seats down the right field line.
Prince Fielder teeing off on Scott Feldman. Rangers on top 2-0.
The Astros made an error. Prince was down in the count, 2 strikes. Feldman throws a lot of cutters and a lot of curveballs. His cutter is probably a better pitch against left-hand hitters because it's higher and it cuts in on the fist of the left-hand hitter. That looked more like a curveball. It was in, but it was down. And Prince golfed that all the way over the seats into the concourse down the right field line.
Beltre takes a strike. You know, we were just talking about Prince. That's only his 4th hit this year without a runner in scoring position. He had a runner at first. If you chop that thing up into, say, 150-foot hits, you might have 5 or 6 of them.
It was a curveball, and it was right in his wheelhouse.
Man. And Adrian takes strike 2.
I'm sure Scott was trying to throw that ball in the dirt. I can't imagine with 2 strikes he's trying to throw him a curveball for a strike. Well, you remember the streak that Fielder got in last year?
Hit 6 home runs in 9 games, I think it was. And the number of hanging breaking balls in that span that he hit out of the ballpark. He just didn't miss one.
Now he's a bad guy to hang one to or throw a high changeup to.
1-2 to Beltre. The fielder has regained the team lead with 13 RBI now. Beltre now in second place with 11 of them. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Normally you don't have to worry about bringing a glove for out there, but
watch out if you're on your way to the bathroom on that one.
And Adrian shoots one to right for a base hit.
Well, that was the cutter outside part of the plate. Adrian did a beautiful job of waiting on it and lining it to right field.
Well, after the error, Rangers have opened the gates a bit. Home run, now a base hit to right. The 1 on, still 1 out. And Mitch Moreland will step in. Moreland, a modest 3-game hitting streak coming in, but he has been swinging the bat well. He has 3 doubles and a home run in the 4 hits over those 3 games. Mitch just 2 out of 12 against Scott Feldman. And again, the Astros in that defensive overshift. Look with Marwin Gonzalez, who really is a converted shortstop, playing in the shortstop spot with Correa well over on the first base side of second. One and 1 to Moreland. Check swing.
It's another one of those shifts, Buzz, where you see the infield playing a left-hand hitter to pull and the outfield playing him the opposite way. Gomez is over in left center field. Marisnik is way over toward the left field line. So what the statistics show is when Mitch hits the ball on the ground, he tends to pull it. When he hits in the air, it's more straight away.
Yeah, and I got to think most of the balls he pulls on the ground are off-speed pitches. And many of the fastballs that he hits are up the other alley. That 3-game hitting streak. Extra bases all around. He's also had an extra base hit and an RBI and a run scored in each of those 3 games. It'd be good to see the Ranger first baseman get hot here with the bat. Ahead in the count, 3-1. Got that cutter just far enough inside where Mitch couldn't get the good part of the bat to it.
I think when Scott's going well, that's his best pitch, when he can jam the left-hand hitter with that cutter. I think the best games that we've seen him pitch, he does that to the lefties and then runs his sinker in on the hands of the right-handers. When he's really going well, he can do it either way.
Yeah, I agree with you. And we saw him last year the 2 or 3 times. He kind of abandoned that sinker, which is surprising.
I haven't seen it as much either.
Here's a little blooper to right field. That's going to be down for a base hit. Beltre will motor on around to third. Well, Moreland continues his hitting streak. He's now to 4 straight. Rangers, runners at the corner, still just 1 out. And Ian Desmond coming out.
Yeah, now that's going to fall in as a hit against Feldman, but it was still a good pitch. That was the cutter, and he did get it in. It jammed Mitch a little bit. Good look at it, up and in, barely a strike. That's exactly what Feldman was trying to do. But Mitch is able to get enough of it to muscle it softly into right field in front of Springer.
And Feldman falling victim to a little bit of what Derek Holland had to work with in the first inning, that falling behind hitters. And needing to come in with a fastball, and even when you make good pitches, sometimes it gets turned around. Desmond takes ball one. Ian, an off day on Sunday, or Saturday, excuse me, and then an off day on Sunday with the rain out. Off day yesterday, so 3 days away from playing, and hopefully he'll get himself back together. He has struggled mightily here in the early going. Maybe pressing a little bit, wants to do more for his new teammates than he's been able to do. He'll get it going. He's won for his last 21 times to the plate, hitting 109 overall. Two balls and a strike. Desmond limited experience against Scott Feldman. Just 4 at-bats, 1 for 4 in those matchups. Two and two. Well, last year, Desmond had a down year compared to what he had done before, just 233 with the Nationals. He still had 19 home runs and 62 RBI. But he had as many as 25 and 91 in the home run and RBI totals. Off the end of the bat towards center. That is going to fall to a base hit. In to score is Beltre. Desmond back in the lineup, an RBI single. The Rangers are on top 3-0.
Well, that's one thing that we talked about in the open to the show. Last year, in the 19 games, the Rangers did a nice job with men in scoring position. There's a base hit by Ian with a man in scoring position. The Astros struggled. And in the first inning of the first game, that's what we've seen. Base hit for the Rangers. Man in scoring position, 0 for 2 in the first inning for the Astros. Wasn't necessarily hit that hard, but it doesn't have to be. All it does is have to hit the green grass out there and let the runners run.
Well, a 3-run first inning. Rangers, you'll remember, had 3 consecutive games against Baltimore where they had 5-run or more innings. Rangers this year have had 4 innings in which they've scored 5 or more. That is the most in Major League Baseball. Well, here is Odor. Rougned at 229, but he has driven in 10. Feldman coming up and in with ball 1. 1 home run this year. Good numbers against Feldman. He has a home run against Scott Feldman before, 357 the average. Got Moreland at second, Desmond at first. Still just 1 out here in the bottom of the first. 1-1. And Scott Feldman, since the start of last year, he's had 9 games against the AL West. Only 11 against the rest of baseball. 2 and 4. And he has not fared well in his own division. A 5.88 ERA. That's more than double what his ERA is against the rest of baseball. Batting average, same thing against. A ball and a strike to count. Hard hit, White, the second, and almost they just do get Ian Desmond. Correa had to use every 1/10 of an inch of his toenail to keep that on the bag. Moreland on to third, Desmond out on the force, and Odor at first now.
Looked like he had it on when he looked like the foot was on the base when he caught the ball. Right there.
Yep.
Obviously, he couldn't keep it on. It looked like a good call by Milwaukee.
Oh, 2 gone now. And Elvis Andrus coming up for the first time.
Well, Feldman has not been hit hard this inning except for the rocket that Prince Fielder hit. Well, he's going to throw his 34th pitch right here.
Yeah.
The error seemed to unlock the gates.
Elvis hitting at .351 with 7 RBI. And Elvis brings in a 5-game hitting streak to play tonight. Elvis in those 5 ball games, .471 average. Big part of the reason the Rangers have been able to score the way they have, and at least in the one big innings. There goes Odor. And no throws. Castro dropped the ball. Odor with a stolen base.
That's kind of what you hope for as a hitter. If you know the guy's going and you're going to take a pitch to let him go, you hope it's a ball and not a strike. And that's what happened with Elvis. Pitches out of the strike zone. Castro can't hold it. Now Elvis has got a chance to pick up a couple and might as well make it the 4th straight day with a 5-run inning.
Off the outside edge, 2 balls and no strikes. Talking about though Elvis, with him down at the bottom of the order, he's very comfortable down there. One of the reasons why the Rangers have been able to turn that lineup over, because he's been swinging the bat well, getting on base down there at the bottom and turning it over, getting it back to the top, do some more damage. A little bit low, 3-0. Elvis batting 8th. Brett Nicholas, the Ranger catcher and number 9 man, hoping to get a shot here in the 1st inning. A.J. Hinch, Gary Pettis, Hinch's 3rd base coach over there. At the knees, 3-1. Elvis, one of the hot Ranger hitters with runners in scoring position. He's 4 for his last 5 in these situations. I'm sure that's a stat that's not lost on Scott Feldman. I'm sure he's very well aware of that. 3-2.
2 perfect pitches. You're ahead 3-0. 2 tough pitches to hit. Might as well take them. Hope that the 3rd pitch, the 3-2 pitch, is a better pitch to hit. If it's not, then you'll have to swing at it.
Feldman from the stretch with runners at 2nd and 3rd. Reset and go all over again. You know, remember last year, Tom, we were talking about the Astros defensive alignment in the outfield. Elvis and I guess that was about it. It was so pronounced. So they're doing the same thing this year with Springer, the right fielder. Very, very shallow and well over toward the line. And the center fielder, Gomez, way in and toward right center a bit.
Yeah, he's moving back a little bit now, but that where he was is about as shallow as you'll see a center fielder.
Yeah.
Moved back a couple steps just now.
Out of play to the right.
But if Elvis can drive the ball to right field, he's got a real good chance to hit it over Springer's head.
Yeah.
Of course, that's easier said than done, the way Springer plays right field, and the Rangers know that all too well from last year.
Yeah, he had a couple of miraculous catches, so it won him to win a ball game.
Yeah, that one against Martin was. After that, we heard that they called him the Spider-Man, and after that catch against Martin, we saw exactly why.
Yep.
Practically climbed up the wall and jumped over it to make that play.
Another 3-2 pitch coming to Elvis. Off of Feldman, knocks it down and recovers the throwing out. Well, that'll do it for the Rangers, but they do send 3 across home plate, 3 runs on 4 hits and 1 left. 3-1 Rangers after 1. Well, Derek Holland has taken to a 3-0 lead as he goes to work here in the second. First man he faces, Evan Gattis, the designated hitter. Gattis didn't have any spring training this year. He was still recovering from a surgery to correct a sports hernia. He didn't get cleared to get into game action until right after spring training. Spent some time in the minor leagues. And last year, you remember, the 11 triples for a guy who's not exactly built for triples.
You know, a lot of those triples must have been long fly balls to left center field in their ballpark with all that room out there.
Remember the one he hit against us that went up Towles Hill out there to right center?
Yeah.
Just to the left of their bullpen.
I bet a lot of them were right around Towles Hill out there.
Holland missing high. That runs the count to 3-1 now.
Well, Derek's thrown a lot of pitches, 25 pitches, more balls than strikes, so he's got to zero in on the strike zone too.
Hit well to right field. Mazzara, a long run, still going. He can't get there. One hop and off the wall, and Gattis would be into second with a leadoff double.
It's another situation. 3-1. Gattis looking fastball. Not that he tattooed that ball, but he had a good pitch to hit, and he knew it was coming. So getting ahead in the count will serve Derek very well, but fastballs down the middle in the fastball count going to hurt him.
Oh, lead off two-bagger. Second extra base hit for the Astros tonight. Carlos Gomez, the center fielder, steps in. Gomez off to a slow start also, hitting just 190. 1 ball, no strikes. Four out of 6 against Derek Holland. Carlos Gomez has enjoyed matchups against the left-hander. Derek trying to turn that around. 1-1 on the foul ball.
Gomez has been up 42 times and has not driven in a run yet. He only walked 1 time, so he's been pretty much swinging at anything. His OPS, 471. There he is. This guy is probably a guy you don't have to throw a strike to.
No, you don't.
Probably shouldn't. A pitch out of the strike zone. Some type of a swing.
Would you say his pitch recognition is not real sharp right now?
Didn't look too good there. Probably never been a guy that's walked a lot, though. I took it that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Gomez came over from Milwaukee last year. The Astros had a need for a veteran presence. They got Gomez. Filled in pretty well. Did a pretty good job immediately. And then that ball's crushed down the left field line. That's going to be extra bases. Gattis rounds third and will score. Gomez with an RBI double. It's now a 3-1 Ranger lead. Back-to-back. 2 baggers greet Holland here in the second.
Sooner or later, Gomez was going to drive in a run, and he did it with a fastball in and a well-hit double down the left field line. He got the ball in. Gomez was still able to hit it. Pitch off the plate, not even a strike.
Marwin Gonzalez switch hitting infielder playing third base for these Astros. Gonzalez stepping in, hitting at .211. Gonzalez pretty effective against left-handed pitching. Let's see what's the strike one. Holland is the first left-handed starter that the Astros have faced this season. The first 13 were all right-handed. Gonzalez, a .297 average against left-handers last year. Gomez, the runner at second, right there at the bottom of your screen. Now Holland set. 1 ball, 1 strike. Derek showing you a little bit of frustration, I think you could call it. Snapping at the ball, coming back from Brett Nicholas a bit. Command not what he would like for it to be yet. Just stay with it. Find a way to get the release point where you want it. Go after guys with what you have right now and try to improve it. The ball is ripped to left field. Desmond's going back. It's over his head off the very top of the wall. Gomez scores into second with the third consecutive double. It is Marwin Gonzalez. The Ranger lead is cut to 1. It's 3-2. Doug Roqueo is going to make a quick visit out to the mound.
You know what, they're hitting the fastball, and the one that the Gomez hit, you can't call a bad pitch. It was about 3 inches inside. The one Gaddis hit, that one to Gonzalez, got it out of the plate. Fastball up and out over the plate. You already said, Buzz, what the key for Derek is, and that's his off-speed pitches and being able to command them. And so far, he hasn't been able to do that.
Yeah, and with a team like this, Tom, it's even more important. I think Houston is a very aggressive team. They always have been, or I should say in the last few years anyway, when they got this younger group of guys coming in. Very aggressive against the fastball. You've got to be able to throw something a little bit off speed in the strike zone. It doesn't do any good to be bouncing curveballs, etc. up there. There's a good pitch into Jason Castro, and Holland gets the comeback. 1 gone. And Jake Marisnik coming up. We're going to welcome in Jim Knox.
All right, Buzz, thanks. Nice night here for Baseball Gold Light Park. We got 5 outstanding Ranger fans from Paris, Texas. Lynn, you guys having a good time so far?
We're having an outstanding time. We kind of snuck out of the home about 2 hours ago. They don't even know that we're gone, so don't tell anybody.
You got it. Well, you guys enjoy the night. Hey, you're sitting in front of 3 great dressed Ranger fans right there. What do you think, huh? Not bad. Good to have you guys here at the ballpark. Appreciate it.
All right, Knoxie. Well, Jake Marisnik lost the handle.
There's a lot of fans that are glad that net was right there.
Yep.
That's the net that's always been there.
And as high as that was, even the new nets have gone.
Yeah, would have gone over
side,
the new
yeah.
ones.
Altuve was getting out of the way of that bat. Well, Marisnik off to a slow start. 125 average. Jake Marisnik only making his 3rd start of the year. He's been in 8 ball games, mostly as a pinch runner or defensive replacement. Marwin Gonzalez out there at second, dancing around. And caught Holland's attention. 1 out here in the top of the 2nd inning. One ball and 1 strike. Marisnik has played well against the Rangers. Very talented outfielder, a .286 career average with 8 RBI in 28 games against the Rangers. One and two.
Well, one thing we saw from Marisnik last year was how well he played center field, how well he throws. Excellent arm out there, very aggressive center fielder. He'll go after it near the wall, and he'll dive for it if he has to come in for it.
Came over from the Florida Marlins, Miami Marlins, should say, back in 2014. Ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. Going to third. The throw is high and sliding in head first. There's Marwin Gonzalez, but striking out Jake Marisnick. That is out number 2.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Good jump. Not a simple pitch to throw on. It's a slider down and in. That would have taken a throw about an inch above the ground right in front of the bag to get him. He had a pretty good jump.
Well, Gonzalez now down there at third base, back to the top of the Astro order. That means Jose Altuve. Altuve lined hard to left field his first time up. He had run the count full on Holland. See if Derek can get ahead of him the first couple of pitches. Altuve's average at .308 here in the early going. He's a co-American League Player of the Week last week. He and Mark Trumbo. His changeup.
Yep, that's
Foul tip.
good pitch to throw him on the first pitch.
Look at our Ford leaderboard against left-handed pitching going back to 2011. Altuve has hit .353. That is far and away the best in Major League Baseball. Buster Posey and Andrew McCutchen and Paul Goldschmidt all .330 or better. And Ryan Braun at .329. High and tight. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ranger defensive alignment. Adrian Beltre. Cut of the grass is keeping Marwin Gonzalez occupied over there with conversation. 2-1. There's a future right-hander for the Rangers, or maybe left-hander. Or maybe a broadcaster. He's kind of intrigued with that camera. Beltre gobbles that up.
Wrong guy to hit that to.
Yep. Well, Holland, after surrendering 3 consecutive doubles, puts the clamps on it along with some help from Adrian. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning, and the Rangers maintain a lead. It's now 3-2. Texas Rangers baseball on Fox Sports Southwest. It's brought to you by your Texas Ford dealers. Visit your local Texas Ford dealer today for incredible deals and see why Ford is the best in Texas. The Rangers and Astros trying to decide who is the best in Texas, at least for this Tuesday night. 3-2 Rangers as the Rangers come to bat here in the bottom of the second inning. Brett Nicholas starting things off. Nicholas, the only Ranger that didn't bat in the first inning. 1 ball and 1 strike. Brett, as you mentioned, making his 4th major league start tonight. One for 3 in his last time out against Baltimore. 273 overall. 2-1. Brett recalled from AAA Round Rock on April the 10th. Same day that Omar Mazara joined the ball club. 3-1. So Nicholas trying to get aboard and set things up to the top of the order. Delino DeShields in the on-deck circle. Ball 4. And Nicholas draws a leadoff walk. And here comes Delino. Boy, neither starting
the last thing A.J. Hinch wanted to see after the team comes back and scores a couple.
Neither starting pitcher's been able to go out after their ball club scored for them and been able to put the kind of inning together you would hope for, or that they were hoping for that matter.
No.
Brent Strom, the pitching coach, and A.J. Hinch. A.J. asking Brent for some answers, and Brent Strom said, I don't have any. Here's DeShields, who grounded to short his first time. Tried to bunt that and bunted it straight down for ball 1, or strike 1.
That's a tough pitch to bunt. Up around his chin.
Nicholas inching off the bag at first. 0-1 the count to Delino DeShields. One thing that bunt attempt did was bring the third baseman Marlon Gonzalez in a bit. Gonzalez had been playing back behind the bag, and he's kind of sneaking in toward the cut of the grass now. Even with the bag at the moment, and he'll sneak in another step or 2. Pretty good bunt there. Castro just does get Delino at first base. Sacrifice. 2-3 on the putout. In the scoring position is Brett Nicholas.
All he had to do was roll it down the third baseline, and no one was going to get him. He just didn't get it far enough. And Castro made a very nice play. The ball's barely out in front of the plate, and it was still a close play at first base. He gets it down about 6 or 7 more feet. There's no way Gonzalez could have made a play on him. If he got a ball halfway to third base, I don't think Gonzalez could have.
So another one of these situations, runners in scoring position. Here's Nomar Mazara, who reached on an error. And it proved to be a very big reach as he came around immediately to score on Prince Fielder's home run. Mazara, a home run of his own this year, 5 runs driven in. Number 6 out there at second base in the person of Brett Nicholas. Ball 2. And Scott Feldman already has been forced to throw 50 pitches in 1 1/3 tonight. He's faced 10 hitters, so that's an average of 5 pitches per hitter, plus the 2 to Mazara. That's a lot of work for not a whole lot of output. And ball 3 is down and away. And Omar trying to join Brett Nicholas aboard. The big man waiting in the on-deck circle. Prince Fielder. Three and one. Rangers in this ballpark against the Astros have won 7 straight ball games. They went 8-2 here last year against Houston. 13-6 overall, as we told you. Feldman's 3-1. Boston up and in for ball 4, and 2 are aboard for Prince Fielder. Folks, the next Texas Chili Company Dollar Hot Dog Night is tomorrow night. Come on out here to Globe Life Park, the second game of this series against the Astros, and enjoy all the Texas Chili Company hot dogs you can eat for just $1 each. Buy your tickets now at TexasRangers.com, and don't forget, wear your red out here to Globe Life Park. It is red out week against the Houston Astros. A lot of folks wearing red tonight. Nice crowd for a Tuesday night. So far, they've seen a pretty goodly amount of offense. Prince Fielder provided some of that, a long home run into right field his first time up. 2 on with 1 out. And they go the other way. 0-1. Our AT&T high-speed internet replay for you. That's high speed going out. The definition of it, and a long high speed. Fielder's second home run of the year. Now 13 RBI, and he's got 2 more. Out there just waiting for him to ignite another one. Talked about Stavinsky getting loose very quickly in that Astro bullpen. Talked about Prince last year, that streak he got into, and he can get it going. The guy gets hot. He doesn't hit a lot of singles when he gets hot. It's that ball airborne that the now famous launch angle increases a bit. Got Nicholas out there at second. Nomar Mazara over at first, both aboard via the walk. 2-1 to Prince. 3-1.
Scott just can't zero in on the strike zone.
Now, Scott Feldman and Derek Holland now have combined for exactly 100 pitches in this ball game. We play with 1 out in the bottom of the second. To left field, it's shading that way. Marisnik. That's out number 2. Well, Fielder skies out, and now Adrian Beltre will try to bring it home. Beltre served a single into right field his first time up there. And with that base hit, Beltre now back up over the 300 mark. He's at 306. And now hit safely in 9 of his last 10 ball games. One ball and no strikes. Adrian Beltre has enjoyed hitting against Astros pitching. Nicholas, Mazara, second and first respectively. Beltre in the last 60 games against Houston has driven in 40. A mistake breaking ball that Beltre said, there's no way that thing came back to the inside corner.
Definitely looks inside. it did. It just caught the inside part of the plate.
As a hitter, you can't believe that's a strike.
No.
No matter what.
No. It just feels it's coming right at you. You just feel like there's no way that can break enough to get into the strike zone. One of those pitches, even if you know it's a strike, not much you can do to try to hit it.
And then the fastball on the fist, and Welter able to fight it off. Saw that note for Adrian. 7 of his last 11 hits have been for extra bases. Adrian came into play tonight 10th in the American League in total bases. He had 25 of them. He's added one more. Two on with 2 out. Right back to Feldman. And that will do it. Rangers get a couple of walks, but Strand 2. We finished 2 at Globe Life Park in Arlington. Rangers 3 and the Astros 2.
Here at Globe Life Park in Arlington, the Rangers leading the Astros by a score of 3-2. And this organization always involved in the community, and one of the biggest efforts of the Texas Rangers Baseball Foundation is supporting the RBI programs by which they are able to help more than 3,000 kids play baseball every year. Sean Tollison talks about the importance of such a great organization.
You know, going up through high school and stuff, I was involved in something very similar to this. And, you know, they asked me if I wanted to be involved and participate tonight in the fantasy camp. I said absolutely. There's really no better way you can spend a night. It's always nice to be able to come and do this kind of thing.
And always good to see those guys giving back, especially during the season when we know time, especially away from the ballpark, can be at a premium, guys.
Thanks, Em. Yeah, good points. It's something we don't see all that much. Down the left field line and deep, home run depth, but just out of play. Springer will come back and try it again, and Derek Holland will try and think of something different. George Springer shot a double to left in the first inning. He's 1 for 1. Hits are even at 4 tonight. Rangers put 4 hits together for a run in the first. Astros came back with 3 hits. All doubles last inning. Scored a couple. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Astros have 4 hits in the game. They're all doubles.
Yeah.
But 2 of the hardest hit balls have been outs by Altuve. Line shot to left and a smash to third. But 2 of Derek's 6 outs have been Altuve, and both of them were hit hard. Fortunately, right at somebody.
brings in a 4-game hitting streak to this plate appearance. Looked like he had a changeup there to work with, fouled it straight back. And again, Derek having a little trouble command-wise. A lot more pitches in the middle of the plate than he would prefer right now. He's kind of fighting himself a little bit.
Buzz, I want to take just a minute to recognize a fine man who passed away recently, Bob Brombeck, longtime coach at Duncanville High School. Friday, April 22nd, they're going to rename Panther Field in Duncanville in honor of Bob Brombeck. Very nice honor.
We had a great program down there for a long, long time. Turned out a lot of great young men.
Sure did.
Well, 3-2 now to Springer.
Now be known as Bob Brombeck Field.
That's great. Springer will be followed by Carlos Correa in the Astros order. Off the end of the bat, shallow center field. And Delaney got a good read on that. 1 out. Holland going with the off-speed pitch on 3-2 and got the short pop-up. And before Carlos Correa steps in, let's send it over to Dana Larson for a Chevy game break. All right, Dana, thank you. Here's Correa. Hit one wide of first. Nice play. Mitch Moreland grabbing it and teaming up well with Derek Holland covering the bat. He's back in the first. Correa hitting at .261. He is now 0 for his last 7 trips to the plate. Had his first day off on Sunday. Sinking liner to left. That's going to be down in front of Ian Desmond. So much for the 0-fer. Carlos Correa, a 1-out single, is aboard. And as Tom noted, that's the first non-extra base hit, non-double that the Astros have had tonight.
Well, now they get a double play. Get out of the inning.
I like that. Tyler White, fly ball to right. His first trip to the plate. White taken by the Astros in that 2013 draft class. He is the first Astros player from that draft class to make it to the big leagues.
I hadn't seen him play, Buzz. You'd seen him play. You mentioned that he has a stance a little bit reminiscent of Evan Gattis.
Yeah.
He does. Looks a lot like him, that open stance. Big, solidly built guy, kind of a crouch.
Yeah, I thought when I first saw it, the clip on TV, I thought it was Gattis.
Yeah, I would have thought the same thing, not knowing Tyler. He's only a 33rd round draft choice, so he was not highly touted coming out of college. But he's one of those guys who, whatever he was doing in college, has played in the professional ranks, namely being able to make solid contact, have a good eye at the plate, take walks, and have a high on-base percentage. Done that throughout the minor leagues, and he's doing it early in the season in the big leagues.
1 ball, 1 strike. And apparently he also has the ability to become a fan favorite. He was voted the 2015 Minor League Fan Choice Award for the best offensive player.
Very nice.
Last year he hit .325, 14 home runs. And there's the on-base percentage you're talking about, Tom. .442 at a couple of minor league stops.
It was in AA and AAA, and between the two he walked 84 times. 360 in AAA, so he went to spring training. Maybe not the lead, definitely not the lead candidate to be the first baseman. There were guys ahead of him, but he won the job.
Holland checking Correa over at first. You don't want to throw too many up there. You have a hot hitter at the plate, and Holland coming in with a breaking ball that was starting to scream hit me just before it got fouled back.
Well, Tyler White knew it was a ball that he could have hit. After he got done with the foul ball, he showed a little bit of disappointment in not being able to make contact with that pitch.
Elvis coming in. You know, we've seen Elvis do that more, I think, this year, Tom, in the early going, coming in and throwing his 2 cents worth in out there, exhibiting some leadership from his shortstop spot. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, he's been here. He's been here long enough where he is very comfortable assuming that role.
Looked like White was trying to shoot that to the right side, even though he's up there with 2 strikes on him. A ball and 2 strikes. That last pitch was Derek Holland's 60th of the night. Got that in a pretty good spot. 2-2. Now the most important pitch is, what do you follow that up with? Two options are to come back with a fastball in there on the inside part of the plate.
I'm going change up, down and away.
That would be the other part you could do. Or you could try to pick off at first base. Especially if you're not convinced you have the right pitch selection.
Yeah, and you know, Derek has not had his best command tonight, so I guess he's pretty much got to go with whatever he feels the most comfortable with.
Yeah.
He can locate where he wants to make the pitch.
It requires 100% conviction right here. And that's the problem. When you haven't had the command you normally have, your conviction level is not at 100%.
Right.
More days than not, it's a bit of a battle out there. Well, was the changeup?
There was a changeup. Not quite close enough to tempt Tyler White.
So full count now with 1 out. We'll see if Carlos Correa is turned loose at first. Following Tyler White is Evan Gattis. Correa not going. The pitch swung through. And just does get back to the bat. The White, the second strikeout for Holland tonight. 2 gone, and Evan Gattis coming up.
They got him to chase a high fastball. White's upset with himself. Judging by his statistics, he's probably a guy that prides himself in swinging at strikes. There's a borderline pitch. He wasn't able to lay off it. Big out for Derek.
So it brings up Gattis. He doubled to left field his first time to the plate. Nothing and 1. Gattis last year, the Astros leader in home runs, RBI. And last year was his first season with Houston since coming over from Atlanta. 0-2.
Buzz, do you ever have a game where you're battling out there and you don't have a command? You're wondering if you can throw a strike, and all of a sudden it kicks in, and you go, there we go.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, and you know, the more games you have like that, the more you start to believe I'm going to find it.
Sooner or later.
Yeah, give me a chance. I'm going to find it. Right center field, long run, and Mazzara tracks it down right in front of the 377 mark. So Gattis flies deep to right, but Holland able to work around a single, 1 left after 2.5. Rangers 3, Astros 2. is a tribute to the Rangers' first AL West Division title. That was back in 1996. Be one of the first 10,000 fans at the park this Thursday. Watch the Rangers take on these Astros and pick up this special collectible. Get your tickets at TexasRangers.com. Well, Mitch Moreland will start things off against Scott Feldman here in the Ranger third. 3-2 Texas. Astros about to hit the Rangers 5-4, but the Rangers putting 3 on the board in that first inning. Mitch Moreland had a base hit in that frame. And Feldman starts him off with that big slow curveball. Mitch now extending his hitting streak to 4 straight games. He's 5 for 13 in that streak. Average up to 250 now.
Boink.
Popped right out of the, hit the eject button. Another big slow hook.
That's the curveball he threw to Prince Fielder that went about 420 feet. Curveball down, yeah. Almost the same pitch.
Prince talking to Josh Hamilton over there. Nice to see Josh back working out.
Evidently everything's coming along good with Josh.
Nobody on that part of the diamond out of play. Now Josh working out now with the Rangers, and will head back to Arizona when the Rangers go back on the road this Friday. Josh said he's just about ready to get into some game action down there, extended spring games. The plan is initially some DH time, working about 3 innings and work it up to 5 innings or so, and then head out on a rehab assignment. Moreland will ground out to his counterpart, Tyler White. 1 gone. Next will be Ian Desmond. Desmond had an RBI single. Dropped going into center field in that first inning. Ian, of course, the late signee with the Rangers just before spring games started. Had to play catch up, put about 3 weeks worth work into about a week and a half to get back into games. All that while learning a new position. 1-1. Two balls and a strike. Desmond making his 14th start for the Rangers. And he takes low and away, 3-1 now.
Definitely more patient at bats for Ian. The first 2 bats today. Laid off a couple of tough pitches right there. Took a couple of strikes his first time up.
Hits this one well to center field. Going back, Gomez still going back at the track. It is off the top of the wall. Desmond into second with a booming double. There you go. He'd hit some balls hard that were caught earlier. That one almost got caught by Greens Hill.
Yeah. I thought the way Gomez was going after it that it was going to go over. Hit the wall. Oh, Ian's got an RBI single and now a double to go along with it. Cutter it looked like on the inside corner, and he put a good swing on it, almost got it out of here, right off the top of the wall.
So Ian Desmond 2 for 2. He is in scoring position now for Rougned Odor. Hits are back even at 5 apiece. Odor reached on a fielder's choice his first time. Brugad right up there among the league leaders in hitting with runners in scoring position this year. He's 5 for 9. And he lines one to right. He's done it again. Desmond around third will score. Odor with the RBI single. And the Rangers lead it 4-2. Make that 6 for 10.
Well, the Rangers continue to do a good job men in scoring position, getting their hits. No one feels better on that bench than Ian Desmond. He's just dying to contribute to the offense, and he's got it going tonight. The cutter, not a terrible pitch. Scott kind of shakes his head. It was inside, belt high, and a little bit off the handle. He found a hole with it, though.
Well, the Rangers back in the run column. Back-to-back hits. Odor trying to inch off there and maybe thinking about swiping second. He swiped second in the first inning. Elvis at the plate tapped one right back to Scott Feldman that ended the Ranger first inning. And that ball gets by Castro, and that's going to allow Odor to get into scoring position. Odor rounded second, and Castro thought a little too far. He was bluffed to move down there. Little animosity building here in game number 1 of this series.
Castro tried to backhand that low pitch, and it went by him. That should be a pass ball.
I agree with you. That's Castro. Odor's way around there. Elvis drops down a good bunt. But Feldman bounces off the mound quickly to throw him out. On to third goes Odor. There are now 2 outs for Brett Nicholas. Elvis trying to catch everybody napping, and it took a good play by Feldman to get him.
They had the third baseman back of the bag. So he picked a good time. Feldman just got there and didn't need the third baseman.
Now, Brett Nicholas up there walked his first time. And the Astros in a semi-overshift. And he gets fisted a little roller down to Tyler White. Will end the inning, but the Rangers get on the board. A run on 2 hits and 1 left. After 3, it's now the Rangers 4 and the Astros 2 on Fox Sports Southwest.
Globe Life Park. This is the scene before the game. The Fox Sports Fan Express rolling in from the great town of Tyler, Texas. Yes, on hand. A lot of listeners for KTBB Radio. Kevin, you guys have a nice ride over?
Always with Eddie. Eddie's like your personal chauffeur, you know.
Eddie's the best. Well, great to have you guys on hand. Check out Brent, who came armed with some baseball cards. What do you have, Brent?
You never know who you're going to run into. As an avid autograph collector, I always have the Fox Sports Southwest All-Star team with me.
Oh, look at that. You got the good-looking Tom Greaves, Steve Busby right here. Look at Mark McLemore. Wow.
Down there, yeah.
And you got Pudge right here.
Yeah, when he wore Jim Sundberg's number.
Awesome, a young Pudge. Look at that. Great-looking guys right there. All right, Brent, good to have you guys out here. Enjoy the game, guys. Great-looking cards, Buzz.
Hey, Knox, you notice how yellow those things were from age? Carlos Gomez starting off the fourth inning for the Astros, and Derek Holland back to him. Gets it fouled out of play. You know, Holland looks like he is trying to go right after Gomez, who doubled his first time up, drove in a run. Just missed inside. 2-2. Yeah, it looks like Derek's got a little bit of better feel this inning. Maybe he can gain control of this game. Hit hard, but pulled foul down that left field line. Left one out over the plate, and Gomez just pulling the trigger a little bit too quickly. Rangers 4 runs on 6 hits. Astros 2 runs on 5 hits. Still 2-2. Gomez also had a day off on Sunday, his first off day of the year. High and tight, and the count has gone full. Gomez leading off the fourth. He'll be followed by the number 7 hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. The liner to Shields into the gap in right center. That's out number 1. That's a very important out for Derek Holland and the Rangers. Well, folks, you can pay the date during the Rangers' upcoming series with the Yankees to get 2 upper reserve tickets for $25 on April 25th or $26 on April 26th. Use the coupon code FSSW at TexasRangers.com to get your pay the date tickets. The ticket offer is courtesy of Fox Sports Southwest. Marwin Gonzalez had a double to left field. It was the third of the 3 consecutive doubles. Opened up the Astros second. For Gonzalez, his first RBI of the year. Holland drops in the off-speed pitch. 1-1. Gonzalez with that double now, a modest 3-game hitting streak going. He's gone 4 for 6. Elvis, long way to go, a 360 and a strike.
I think the more he does that play, the more accurate he gets early in his career. I don't know if he was as accurate as he is right now. He goes back up the middle on a fairly slowly hit ball. Does the 360 and throws a perfect strike to first base. It's a second or third time this year where he's made that same play. Get something on the throw, too.
Yeah. I guess practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
He's getting a lot of practice at it.
Can't make a better throw than that.
Sure can't. No, 2 up, 2 away. Jason Castro bounded right back to the pitcher in the first time up. Takes ball 1. And ball 2 is a little bit low. Castro, the 5th consecutive opening day start behind the plate for the Astros. Two balls and a strike. Derek Holland letting go of that fastball. Three and one. So Derek now trying to convince himself, come on back and get Castro. Make it a 1-2-3 inning. Three and two.
Castro's off to a slow start. He struck out 14 times in 30 at-bats. 167 average.
Holland to the wide, the payoff pitch. Outside, he lost it. He appealed down to third, and E.J. Rayburn said, nope, no swing. And Holland, with his first walk of the game, puts Castro aboard. Jake Marisnick coming up. That's not a particularly happy face on Derek Holland right now.
No,
He's
that's
upset
not
with himself.
Not a particularly good walk.
Yeah.
2 outs, nobody on. Guy struggling, 8th place hitter.
Now Marisnick, a strikeout his first time up there, and shoots the first pitch foul. 0-1. And, you know, aside from losing Castro to the base on balls, you'd like to have Marisnick leading off an inning before you get back to the top of the order. Marisnick struggling also. Holland drops in that backdoor breaking ball. 0-2. Castro the lead from first as Holland checks it. Got him swinging. Second straight strikeout for Marisnick. For the walk, no damage to Derek Holland. 1 left. 3.5 in the books in Arlington. Rangers by 2. Friday, April 29th. That follows the game against the LA Angels. Fans using the online coupon code FIREWORKS can get tickets for just $14. Just visit TexasRangers.com to get your tickets today. Well, the Rangers have them dancing in the aisles out here at Globe Life Park. Plus a souvenir baseball. That's always nice to have. Delino to Shields for his third at-bat as he leads off the fourth inning against Scott Feldman. Delino 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt. Hits it well to center field, but that is playable as Gomez glides to his right. So 1 pitch and 1 away. Next will be Nomar Mazara. Mazara 0 for 1, but he has scored a run. He walked his last time up, reached on an error in the first inning, and trotted around on Prince Fielder's bomb to the back of the right field seats. Big slow breaking ball for strike 1. Mazara now 6 for his last 12 times to the plate. Nothing in 2. Elias, great statistic keeper for Major League Baseball, came up with Nomar being just the second player in the Rangers/Senators franchise history to get 12 hits in his first 7 Major League games. Dale Unser, the only player with more. He had 13 for the '68 Senators.
Saw Dale Unser the other day. He's
Did
still
you?
scouting. Yep. Dale must be 70 years old now, maybe. A good leadoff hitter. Played in the big leagues for, man, 14 or 15 years, I bet.
Going outside to Mazara. A ball and 2 strikes. Feldman back to the plate. And that is shot foul. You know, Tom, you know, I talked about one of the attributes we like about Mazara, his ability to foul off good pitches and hit with 2 strikes and look pretty comfortable. They come up with all kinds of statistics now, and part of that, half of his hits, half of Nomar Mazara's hits, have come with 2 strikes.
Wow, that's pretty good quality.
And he has batted .429 overall with 2 strikes.
Yeah, he's only struck out 3 times in 28 or 29 at bats, which is also good for a 20-year-old.
Mazara up among the ranking the leaders in the rookie category. Again, he started a week late at the big leagues. Shoots that one foul. Nomar first in batting coming into tonight. Also first in runs scored with 5. Tied for first with 4 multi-hit games. Second in RBI with 5, and third with 12 hits. And he ropes that one foul down the right field side. That's pretty much ideal, though. You get the fastball and you foul it off the other way to the left. You get a breaking ball and shoot that down the right field line. Either one of those could have been in for extra bases.
Well, again, that's the same curveball that Prince shot right down the right field line for a homer.
A little bit low, and the count is full.
Pretty good take right there.
Yeah.
Borderline pitch.
So Mazara trying to get aboard in front of the aforementioned Prince Fielder once again. Feldman's payoff pitch. Inside, he lost it. Second straight walk from Mazara. And here comes the big guy. Feldman walked 2 in the second. Did no damage in the run column. He's walked another one here in the 4th. Is that thing that Prince hit? Went right up on top of the stadium. Took the elevator up there. Fielder batting at 180. Flied out to left his last time. One hopper That is to the third baseman, Gonzalez. The shortstop, Correa, and back to first for the double play. No runs, no hits, and the double play erased any base runners. On to the fifth we go. Rangers leading 4-2. Is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. And by Mazda. In every car we make, you'll see why driving matters. Astros have the top of their lineup. Here in the fifth inning, Jose Altuve, George Springer, and Carlos Correa. And Derek Holland back out to the mound. Holland trying to get a very quick inning under his belt. That was his 88th pitch of the evening, and it dropped in for strike one. Correa has lined hard to left field and grounded hard to Adrian Beltre at third. 0 for 2 tonight. That pitch almost got him.
I thought it did hit him. Boy, this has got to be pound for pound the best baseball player in baseball.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You're tempted to say he's a little guy, but when you watch him play, you can't say that. Alan Ashby, one of their TV announcers, was talking about the home runs he's hit this year. Upper deck to left field, into the Astro bullpen in right field. But when you watch him swing the bat and play the game, there's nothing little about this guy.
He is out of play, well down the right side. Still 1-2. No, we haven't found anything yet that he really can't do. There's Allen over to our left. Former Major League catcher for a long time. Astros and Indians. Got him swinging. Good changeup.
Good changeup.
Well, Altuve gone fishing. 4 strikeouts for Holland. Back-to-back strikeouts, 1 to end the fourth and 1 to start the fifth.
Yeah, Altuve had hit a couple of fastballs hard. A line drive to left, a hard smash to third. He got a 2-strike count, and Derek threw him a good changeup. Got him to chase it. Big out in the fifth inning in a close ball game. Get that leadoff hitter with speed. He's a great base stealer too. He won a Gold Glove defensively. He's stolen 50 bases, average probably about 40 stolen bases. Won a batting championship. He's going to be a free agent in his mid-20s. He'll be cashing in. I think he's got. Yeah. I think his contract runs through next year. But with some of the contracts you've seen for players who are significantly lesser players than Altuve, at his age and what he brings to the party. Better have your banker with you when you try to sign him.
He might just want to become a partner with you. 1-2 to Springer, who is 1 for 2 tonight.
The other thing I like about Altuve is I don't even know him. I've met him a couple of times in the hallway in their ballpark. Very likable guy. Love the way he plays. He got great energy, has fun playing.
Co-player of the week along with Mark Trumbo. Trumbo, you remember, tried to demolish Globe Life Park when he was here with the Baltimore Orioles. And Altuve didn't do too bad a job himself.
Oh, now that's a home run swing. Hell, like Adrian swinging at a ball. You better take a deep breath in there. Adrian liked that swing.
Yeah, he did.
You been watching me, son? No, you didn't get down on the knee quite quick enough.
3-2. Now Springer batting second in the order. He'll be followed by the shortstop, Carlos Correa. Gary Collins about ready to let go of his 99th pitch of the night.
Good.
And he drops a breaking ball in for called strike 3.
That's what we're talking about. A changeup to get Altuve and a 3-2 curveball to get Springer. Earlier in the game, he was throwing fastballs in similar counts. This time he's feeling confident with his changeup and now his curveball. It's going to be his 100th pitch, but better late than never. Good way to finish it if he can get Correa right here. Altuve, Springer, and Correa to end the 5th inning.
And Tony Barnett loosening in that Ranger bullpen. Correa 1 out of 2 with a single. Sliced out of play deep down the right field line. 0-1. Correa, last year's American League Rookie of the Year, despite playing only 99 ball games. Nothing in 2.
Well, this may be the inning buzz where it is kicking in for Derek.
Could be. Could be. Every inning in the 20s except this one if he can get Carlos Correa here. Line on Derek Holland is 5 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts in 4 2/3.
95 miles an hour. It's like Derek knows this is his last inning. He's reaching back for all he's got, trying to finish strong.
Another 0-2. Moreland and Odor over to take a look, but that's 5 rows back. Holland's tempo has picked up a bit. And that's the old chicken and the egg story. Did it pick up because his command got better, or did his command get better because he picked it up a little bit? I can't tell you which comes first.
Can't either.
One and 2. '29-year-old Derek Holland from Newark, Ohio. Poked into center. Delino to Shields. Ambling in, makes the catch. And there's a 1-2-3 inning. First time for Holland tonight. Astros gone in order. We played half the ball game here in Arlington. It's the Rangers 4, the Astros 2 on Fox Sports Southwest.
of the 5th here at Globe Life Park in Arlington, and every time Cole Hamels takes the mound, Section 9 becomes Hamels Heroes. So you can get a t-shirt just like this, and also a fancy little K poster if you go to texasrangers.com/Hamels. Sign up to be a Hamels Hero, Section 9, every time Cole Hamels starts. And if you wear this t-shirt, you are guaranteed to never get lost, because you will always be found because it is bright yellow. Guys.
Very good, and that looks good on you.
Thank
you. Adrian, and it is tomorrow night, by the way. Cole Hamels gets the start. He and Doug Pfister are the principals in the second game of this 3-game series. 7:05 first pitch. Adrian Beltre, 1 out of 2 tonight. A single and a run scored. Carlos Correa. 1 gone. Next will be Mitch Moreland. Our Kubota Power Stats looking at Derek Holland on the bench there, talking to Delino DeShields. Tonight against the Astros, retired 11 of the last 13 batters. That's after 3 consecutive doubles in the 2nd inning.
Well, his best inning was the 5th, Buzz, so he had to throw a lot of pitches, but he finished strong. Had good stuff, got 3 outs with off-speed pitches in the 5th inning.
And Moreland, a slow chopper to first. 2 up, 2 away. Next will be Ian Desmond.
Scott Feldman's doing a similar thing. He threw 40 pitches in the 1st inning, gave up 3 runs. One of them was unearned. Little problem in the 3rd, but a couple of walks. He's at 92 pitches. Got a chance to end the 5th inning with less pitches and maybe go out for the 6th.
And looking out in the Ranger bullpen, you see Tony Barnett now starting to throw once again. He had sat down when Holland came off the mound, but he apparently got loose last half inning. He's getting up and apparently will come in. Desmond, who almost hit it up on Greens Hill last time up, hit it right off the top of the wall. And he's 2 for 2 tonight. He had an RBI single in the 1st, doubled and scored in the 3rd. 0-2. Should I get on my pitch count soapbox?
Yeah.
With Derek Holland?
Sure.
He's got to go back out there. That's the best he's thrown all night. Why would you have to go sit down?
Good point.
You know, he gets himself together, and the better you're throwing as far as mechanics and execution, the less toll you take on your arm.
Uh-huh.
I don't care how many pitches you throw.
Well, he definitely looked good in the 5th.
Call strike 3. Desmond caught window shopping as there's a 1-2-3 inning, first of its kind for Scott Feldman. Rangers gone in order. We're going to inning number 6. Rangers still leading the Astros 4-2 on Fox Sports Southwest. April 30th, the Rangers play the division rival Los Angeles Angels. It's also Captain and Friends Mascot Weekend. First 7,500 kids 13 and under get a Rangers Captain t-shirt jersey. That's presented by Fanatics. Get your tickets at TexasRangers.com, or you can call 972-RANGERS. Not only did he bring his glove, as Tom Greaves suggested, he brought his bat along just in case. Now that's a ball player right there. You bring your bat, put your glove on the end of it when you're not using it, so you can carry it around.
We used to carry our glove on the bat and put the bat over our shoulder.
Well, Tony Barnett has come out of the Ranger bullpen to take over here in the 6th inning. Well, Derek Conlon does indeed call it a night after 5. Barnett working to Tyler White. There was ball 1. Tony appearing in his 6th ball game. 263 opponents average against Tony, the 32-year-old. In his rookie season at the major league level, pitched for 6 years in Japan. Hit hard, but pulled foul by Tyler White.
He took a cutter away for a ball and then was ripping at a fastball.
White tonight has flied to right and struck out. Rangers so far have found a way to cool him off. He was white hot, now he's down to red hot. One and two. Tony Barnett, the Anchorage, Alaska native. Grew up in Washington, played his college ball at Arizona State. Signed originally by the Diamondbacks. He was their 10th round selection in the 2006 draft. 2-2. Each time out, Tony's looking much more in command of himself, getting his feet on the ground at the big league level. Last time we saw Tony was about 6 days ago against the Mariners. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Last 4 outings for Barnett, 4 1/3 scoreless frames. Full count. Tony looking back at the mound as if he kind of slipped on something.
He's thrown 3 good cutters. They've all been balls, though. 2 of them were way outside. That was a little bit low. If you locate that cutter on the outside corner, you have a pretty good chance to get him.
3-2 pitch. Yeah, he got it pretty close to the outside corner right there.
Almost got him.
You know, White showing you pretty good plate coverage and fairly selective. Pitch number 8 of the at-bat coming up. We'll try it one more time. Tony Barnett's loss came in his major league debut back on the 4th of April, or 5th of April. Right center field, that's hit pretty well. Delino into the alley. It's off his glove as he goes into the padding, and safely in at second is Tyler White. I don't know whether Delino jumped when he didn't need to or just felt he had to go up and get that, but the ball ricocheted right out of his glove and against the padding.
He had a long run, a lot of room out there in right center field. He gets to the ball. Not sure exactly what happened. Hit right off the pocket of his glove and bounced out. Yeah, I don't think he needed to jump. Just all he needed to do is catch it. I think he might have thought he was a little closer to the wall maybe than he really was. Let's see right here. He's got it under control. And the little jump causes the ball to hit off the heel of his glove.
Well, that's going to be scored a double. So White at second base. And now Evan Gattis takes strike one. Gattis tonight has doubled and scored. He has flied to right, 1 out of 2. Rangers in the infield, as you saw from that shot, playing him pretty much straight away. Little looper down the right side, but that's going to twist back into the seats a bit. And somebody snagged that. Yeah, first baseman's glove down there.
That's how he did it. Backhanded it. Nice play.
No balls and 2 strikes. White tagging at second. Delino with the catch, and White will not try to go. There's Delino, uncorks a dandy of a throw right to Beltre at the bag. Carlos Gomez coming up before he steps in. Let's send it over to Dana Larson for a Chevy game break. All right, Dana, thank you. Now, Tony Barnett gets the first out. Tyler White staying at second. Carlos Gomez, an RBI double in the second inning. And we're going to have a little conference on the mound. Rougned Odor and Brett Nicholas coming in. Odor, the closest one to second base out there. And make sure you have the signal straight. What sequence of signs Nicholas and Barnett are using. What the sequence of signs may be for a attempted pickoff at second, too. Gomez, 1 out of 2. A .205 average. Just a little bit outside. Nicholas going to say something else to Tony Barnett. The catcher can see when Barnett starts his move toward home plate what the runner at second is doing. So if he feels he's getting too big a secondary lead and getting out there too early, you may want to have Tony Barnett change the number of looks he has back to second base. That probably prompted that visit by Rougned Odor also.
That's like exactly what they did, Buzz.
It looked like White is really trying to judge the number of looks he's getting from Tony Barnett and how much time there is between when Barnett looks at second and when he delivers to the plate, when he turns his head back to get the target. Trying to judge that so he can get a quicker lead. And Barnett bumps one on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Did that bother you as a hitter when there was a lot going on at second base?
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
It distracts you because it's right in your view of where the pitcher lets go of the ball. And you really have to concentrate to keep from being distracted.
Line to center. Delino got a good break on it and makes the catch. That is out number 2. And Gomez, a hard out to center. Now Marwin Gonzalez.
And you get a look at Delino and the nice jump that he got. His quickness makes an easy play out of it.
Another thing that Jeff Bannister touched on today was Delino. It shows the improvement that Delino has made. Not in the quickness, how good a jump he gets. He's always gotten a good jump. He said, Jeff Bannister said he's impressed with the improvement of the route running. The angle to the ball has improved a lot. Alex Claudio out there in the Ranger bullpen. Delino, of course, all the speed in the world. But if you don't take a good route, I would have guessed it doesn't matter how fast you are.
Gives you a little bit better chance to correct it and make a play, but it's not ideal. But, you know, he came up and played a lot of second base, so it's not like he's been playing out there his whole life. But as great an athlete as he is, it's something that you would expect him to be getting better at. And he definitely is.
Marwin Gonzalez, a switch hitter, turning around to bat from the left side against Tony Barnett. And Barnett just missed with that pitch.
Can't see the first pitch. It's underneath the second one. So I'd say if you're a pitcher and it ends up 1-1 on those 2 pitches, you'll take it.
Steel pitch tracker showing you exactly where 1 and 2 were. Slowly hit Mitch Moreland. A little feed to Barnett. Nice job by Tony Barnett working around the leadoff double. 1 left for the Astros, 5.5 in the books. Rangers 4, Astros 2. Fox Sports Southwest. It's time now for the Sonic Slam Inning, brought to you by Sonic. Tonight's jackpot is worth $1,000 in dinner for 2 at Sonic Drive-In. If a Ranger hits a home run during the inning, Kenneth Isom from Denison will win $1,000. And if a Ranger hits a grand slam this inning, well, Kenneth, you're going to win $25,000. You can register at any participating Sonic restaurant. Well, bottom third of the Ranger order here in our Sonic Slam Inning. They will face Josh Fields. Hard-throwing right-hander, a 30-year-old, a Georgia native. He is on now to take over for Scott Feldman. Feldman in the first 5 innings gave up all 4 runs, 3 of them earned. 6 hits, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. So Josh Fields, the University of Georgia alum, goes to work and misses inside to Rougned Odor. Odor 1 out of 2, an RBI single, and reached on a fielder's choice. Hits are even at 6 apiece in this ball game. Rangers had another multi-run inning this time in the first. Didn't quite get to 5, but they put 3 on the board. One and one to Odor. Josh Fields, a Rule 5 draft pick by the Astros from the Boston Red Sox back in the winter before the 2013 season. Two and one. Fields off and on for the last couple of years. He's battled some arm problems, forearm strain, forearm soreness. Last year spent about a month on the disabled list. 2 and 2. Good look from our RF camera up there in the upper deck, looking right down, almost on top of home plate. We'll try the 2-2 again. Fields studying the signs from Castro. Hit hard, but pulled foul down the right side. Boy, Rugden is so quick. Short, quick swing. I think he got him set up for that fastball in, and he gets ahead of the bat to it real well. Looper that is going to be out of the reach of Tyler White. Back in the first row.
And he's definitely trying to pound him in. That one he got up around the waist. Got in on his fist a little bit.
Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Slap the other way for a base hit. Oh, if you pound a guy in and then you throw him a changeup, maybe up just a little bit, but you don't expect that kind of a result. Nice job of hitting by Rugden Odor, a leadoff single.
Took him 8 pitches to try to get him out, and he couldn't get him out. Pounded him in. Change up away out of the strike zone, as a matter of fact. Served into left field for a leadoff single. Rangers trying to get some insurance going here in the 6th.
You're the pitcher after that kind of an at bat. You kind of have to ask yourself who was setting up who in that at bat. I feel like you just got taken to the cleaners. Now Odor, who has a stolen base tonight, drawing the attention of Josh Fields. Elvis Andrus tried to bunt his way aboard last time with a runner at second base. Got thrown out by Scott Feldman. And third baseman Marwin Gonzalez honoring that ability to bunt that Elvis has. Fields making Odor dive back. He's also raising the ire of Ranger fans. Now we're set to go. Elvis a drive deep to left field into the corner. If it's fair, it is off the top of the wall. Odor being waved around third. And Correa can't handle the relay throw. Odor scores. Elvis Andrus an RBI double. It is 5-2 Texas.
Boy, Elvis, you talk about turning on an inside pitch. Thought he got all of it. Got most of it. Stayed in the ballpark. And Correa had a play at the plate if he could have held on to that ball. There's a pitch up and in. Borderline whether it's even a strike. Elvis thinks it's gone. Elvis going into his trot. But if Correa is able to handle this relay throw, which comes in quickly from Marisnik, he might have had a play at the plate. But Marisnik kind of short-hopped him and made it a tough play.
Well, Elvis, a long RBI double. His 8th RBI of the season, his 2nd double of the year. And the lead increased to 3. Elvis now in scoring position. Nobody out here is Brett Nicholas. Inside corner. Elvis, yeah, he was pretty sure it was out.
Elvis might take some heat for that. Nah, you know what? Double in an RBI, you can't take any heat for that. He was going to get a double anyway.
Yeah, he's going to get a fine in the kangaroo court. Well, they'll applaud. He's had him on the back tonight, finding whatever the fine is for.
I think what someone's going to say to him is, last time he came up with a man on second and 1 out and tried to bunt, they're going to say, hey, man, the way you're swinging the bat, don't be bunting with a man on second and 1 out. We want you to drive him in.
Maybe somebody suggested when he went after that, went into the dugout after that bunt, he ought to swing the bat.
Well, he's swinging it.
Yes,
he's swinging the bat really well right now.
0-2 the count to Nicholas, who has walked and grounded out. A little looper behind first. It's a fair ball, and Elvis will score from second base. Nicholas going for 2. He's in with a slide. 6-2 Rangers. Brett Nicholas, the RBI double.
Fields got that one inside, and Brett just lifted it right over the first baseman's head. Softly for an RBI double. All it takes. Brett had a walk, and now he's got a double and an RBI to go along with it. Elvis is talking. Elvis is talking about his home run trot.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even shake his hand.
Elvis trying to explain himself. Adrian's not buying it.
Yeah, there were no smiles in that conversation. No. Looked like the skipper might have chimed in on it too.
Might have. Yeah. I agreed, Adrian. He said not even close. Talking about that. It was 6 inches from the top of the wall, but that's not even close.
But when you're hitting 30 home runs, you can go
right.
into your trot.
That's right.
But get double digits first. Now they're smiling. Good. I was getting worried there for a second. Adrian kept a straight face for a little too long.
Delino drops one right down the line. It's running on the chalk, continuing on the chalk. A fair ball base hit. Remember one the other night that he bunted that didn't stay on the grass and rolled off the chalk into foul territory. Maybe they put more chalk on it this time.
Must not have had the same amount of spin on it, Buzz.
Must not.
No, I think you're right. I think that's high chalk. It got chalked.
Oh, my goodness. So, Rangers have 2 across, 2 on, nobody out. Omar Mazzara coming up, and pitching change underway. A.J. Hinch goes out and removes Josh Fields. Rangers doing some damage. We'll come back after this timeout. Texas Rangers. 1st, Rangers played the final game of the 3-game series against the Angels. The first 7,500 kids, 13 and younger, will receive a Prince Fielder wiffle ball bat set. That's courtesy of McDonald's. Get your tickets at TexasRangers.com, or you can call 972-RANGERS if you would prefer. Fielder in the on-deck circle right now, and I guarantee you he's not using that wiffle bat. Nomar Mazara up there, the new pitcher, Chris Davinsky. Davinsky from Cal State Fullerton. Delino on the move, and the pitch fouled back by Mazara. Davinsky in his 4th ball game. This his first foray at the big league level. He's a 25-year-old. Opponents hitting just 111 against him. Worked last year at AA Corpus Christi. Primarily a starter at the AA level. But now working out of the bullpen. There goes Delino, and the pitch is cued foul.
As a group, the Astros starters have not gone very deep into ball games, so their bullpen has had to pitch quite a bit. Dallas Keuchel is the one you would expect to pitch deep into ball games, and he's done a pretty good job of that, averaging right at 7 innings per start. But a lot of the other guys are averaging less than 6 innings per start.
We're getting the early going. With a couple of off days, you're okay, but once you run out of off days, that bullpen gets worn out pretty fast when that happens. Yeah. 0-2 to Mazara, who has walked twice, reached on an error. And Delino was leaning that way again. The Shields with 2 stolen bases this year and 2 caught stealing. Oh, 2 pitch coming. Instead of another toward first. The Rangers only 5 for 10 this year in stolen base attempts. They've only tried 2 times in the last 8 games. They've gone 50% in those tries. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Rangers with a couple across here in the 6th. Have upped the lead to 6-2.
Getting closer.
Yep. Yeah, if that throws down a little bit where White can catch the ball right at the bag and tag him, that's going to be a problem for Delino. Now Davinsky, a shoulder high set. A.J. Hinch wondering what's everybody booing about. We almost picked him off a couple times.
Must be checking the replay.
Yeah. And A.J. Hinch out of the dugout. They're going to have the last one reviewed. The decision from upstairs for the Astros. Apparently the last replay showed a closer play. We talked about if the throw were down to where White could catch the ball and not have to bring it back to the bag. If you catch it close to the bag and just have the tag already down there, Delino would have been in trouble. We'll see if that is the case.
He took a little stutter step towards second. He was definitely going. Tag is underneath the right arm. Did he tag him before the hand hit the bag? Let's see.
Sure looks like it.
Yeah, it looked like his fingers came up before they touch the bag.
Davinsky had thrown over there 4 or 5 straight times and trying to find the range to get the throw down. So the call at first was safe. There has to be clear and convincing evidence to overturn that, and the official back in the replay command center will make that determination. Bill Welke, the crew chief and second base umpire, along with the first base umpire Marvin Hudson, who made the call with the headsets. Hard to tell with White's right foot blocking our vantage point there, but this is a much better vantage point. You can tell where the hand was. And the decision is coming down now.
Enough.
He is out. So they felt there was clear and convincing evidence to overturn it. And Delino caught on the pickoff. Oh, that is out number 1, and with Nicholas still over at third base, now the Astros infield comes all the way in.
Well, here's one of those 2-strike situations for the 20-year-old.
A one-hopper right and Altuve, and that's not going to get it done. Nicholas staying put. Well, Mazzara makes some contact, but get it right at the drawn-in second baseman. 2 gone, and Prince Fielder now will step in. Have the technology to put both those views together. And again, that right foot of Tyler White, for my money anyway, was blocking the view when the hand actually got there. 1 ball, no strikes. Prince 1 for 3 tonight with that 2-run home run in the first. Also fly to left, grounded into a double play. Now with Davinsky on the mound, the Astros do not go into the overshift. Runner at third. The numbers would tell you that Fielder doesn't pull the ball as much when he has a chance to score somebody from second or third. Well, the Astros must have the numbers to back that up. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2. Fielders average at 176. Prince able to lay off that one. For Davinsky, ball really has the bottom drop out of it.
Yeah, he struck out 8 batters in 5 1/3. Only 1 walk. Yeah, looks like a pretty good strikeout pitch for him. Looks like a splitter, some type of changeup pitch.
Nicholas getting his lead down the line from third. He can get a pretty good lead down there because the third baseman, Gonzalez, well over into the hole between third and short. 2-2 the count. Skied to center field. Gomez camps underneath it. That'll do it. The Rangers, though, add 2. They get 2 runs on 4 hits and leave 1. After 6 complete, it's the Rangers 6 and the Astros 2. Tonight's Ford game summary. Rangers got going in a hurry. First inning, Prince Fielder crushed his second home run of the year. A bolt that got out of here and cleared the seats in right. Same inning, Ian Desmond served one into right center field. That scores a run. Rangers a 3-run first. Elvis Andrus almost got out of the ballpark. A run-scoring double in that 2-run Rangers 6th inning. Rangers putting 6 on the board here this evening with 10 hits. And now they turn it over to Keone Kela as we go to the 7th inning. Kela to face Castro, Marisnik, and Altuve. Keone appearing in his 7th ball game of the year. 1 ball, no strikes. Kela got his first win of the year on his birthday last Saturday. He's just the second Ranger reliever to ever get a win on his birthday. You know who the other one was? Wes Littleton.
Whoa.
Back in
Forgot about Wes.
Yeah, back in 2007.
I was going to guess Dale Mahorsic.
Well, he pitched often enough.
His birthday was probably in November. One horse pitched 15 straight?
14 or 15.
14?
Yeah. Yeah, 14 or 15. He started writing into the scorebook before he went out to the park. Just didn't depend on what inning. Castro will walk and a tapper back to the mound. It's out of play and it evens the count. And after Elvis almost hit that ball out, he came into the dugout and received this greeting from Adrian.
Yeah, his father figure's giving him a serious look. The rest of the guys are congratulating him. He wouldn't even shake his hand.
Nope. Just missed the outside corner. Only trying to snap off that curveball. 3-2 now to Castro. Young, as we mentioned, turning 23 this past Saturday. Second full year in the major leagues. Got him swinging. Foul tipped into Brett Nicholas' glove. Oh, nice job by Keone Kela to come back from being down on the count.
A 95-mile-an-hour heat. You could see the ball change direction just a little bit. That's kind of a foul tip. It's not like the catcher sees it off the bat and moves his glove. He's got his glove catching the fastball, and if it happens to stick in your glove on the foul tip, so much the better. But
Preston Tucker now has grabbed a bat, come off the Astros bench. He's going to pinch hit for Jake Marisnik. Now Tucker, one of the young Astros that has really done a good job since coming onto the major league scene. He takes strike 1.
his brother was their #1 draft choice. Pretty sure that's true. Within the last couple of years. Other #1 draft choice, Alex Bregman from LSU, is off to a huge start in the Texas League.
Hit well to center field. Going back to Shields with room, and Delino makes the grab. Tucker is gone. Now back to the top of the order.
Captain using that retro uniform right there. We thought those looked great when we first got those uniforms. They don't look that bad. The ones that didn't look real good were those red Cleveland Indian uniforms, the pants and the tops.
Yeah,
they just
softball team.
They just didn't look that great. I almost felt bad for Frank Robinson having, as classic a player as he was, to have to wear that red uniform. It's like Paul Richards having to wear the shorts for the Chicago White Sox. Just didn't seem right.
You ever see Bob Lemon have those shorts on?
No.
That was.
No one looked great in them.
No, that was not a pretty picture. Jose Altuve tonight 0 for 3. He's hit the ball hard a couple times. Last time out struck out against Eric Holland. Two balls, no strikes. Altuve at 296. Keller pulls in a strike. Two-one pitch. 3 balls and a strike. Well, Altuve with 2 outs trying to get aboard. George Springer, the right fielder, is in the on-deck circle. Yoni Keller has had good luck against Jose Altuve in the past. Altuve is 0 for 4 against him. Altuve now hitting in a hitter's count at 3 balls and a strike. Well, the numbers tell you that Altuve has cut down his swing rate, the number of pitches he swings at, and he's also cut down the number of first pitches he swings at. But when he decides to go ahead and swing, there's no holdback in his approach. He's going to let that thing fly.
Yeah, he's a little bit like Dustin Pedroia in that he holds the bat down in the end, and he's not just trying to serve base hits the other way. He's trying to drive the ball. He's got the bat held right down on the end. Might even have a finger off the bottom of it.
That ball's hit well to left field. Desmond's pulling up. That ball is gone. That is the 5th home run of the year for Jose Altuve. It cuts the lead to 6-3.
He hits a lot of pitches. That pitch was 95-mile-an-hour fastball right down at the knees, and he golfed it into the left field seats. Strike, borderline down and in. You hit that ball out of the ballpark like that, you can hit. That's all there is to it. He just has tremendous hand-eye coordination. The pitch he fouled off before it was the same velocity, up and in.
So a 6-3 Ranger lead. Here's George Springer, and the breaking ball in from Keller on the first pitch. And going back to Altuve just for a second, he had 15 last year. That's the first time he'd ever been in double figures. He has 5 already this year, and this is just the 14th game of 2016.
Well, the Astros came into the game with 19 home runs, second in the American League. The Rangers facing a couple of teams back-to-back, the Orioles and the Astros, who can hit the ball out of the ballpark.
Yep. They're a 1-2 in the league in round trippers. Springer not holding anything back. 1-2. And Jake Diekman loosening in that Ranger bullpen. Springer had a double in the first inning. Simpson has flied to center and struck out. 2-2. Springer now with a 4-game hitting streak. Seen him go 7 for 15. Full count. Keone trying to come back from giving up the 2-out home run to Altuve. He's gotten ahead of George Springer and now has missed with a couple of pitches. Carlos Correa will be next, hopefully to start the 8th inning. The full count pitch. To center field, the lineup, track, Wall leaps up and can't get it. It's out of here, a home run. Back-to-back home runs for Altuve and Springer. It is a 6-4 Ranger lead.
Well, the Rangers had kept the ball in the ballpark. They'd given up 5 doubles through 6 innings. But now with 2 outs and what looked like a pretty easy inning for Keone, the Astros have done what they do. And that's hit home runs and made it a close ball game. Boy, he almost got up there to get that ball. The ball scraped the top of the wall. Good timing. Might even hit the finger of his glove. Just missed it. Nice try.
Yeah, disappointed the liner to Shields. He went after that like he thought he had it the whole way.
Yeah, I think he thought he might have a chance for that one.
Well, Doug Rocaille out to see if he can't calm things down for Keller. Carlos Correa. That's ball 1. Well, back-to-back home runs. Altuve and Springer. Rangers' lead has been cut to 2. Correa 1 for 3 tonight. He had a single sandwiched in between a ground out and a fly out. 2 balls, no strikes. Inside, 3 balls and no strikes. Keone forced to throw a lot of pitches in this inning. Sam Dyson now has joined Jake Diekman. 3-0 to Correa. If Correa extends this inning, we have Tyler White, power hitting first baseman, swinging a bat in that on-deck circle. Very high, ball 4.
You don't see many outings where Keone struggles, but this was one of them.
Yep. Odd one for Keller too, getting the first 2 quick outs, as you mentioned, Tom, and then giving up the back-to-back home runs followed by a walk. And that's going to do it for him this evening as Jeff Bannister out. Give a little encouragement as he takes the ball, and he'll send out the call to the bullpen. So Rangers now have to face the tying run for the Astros here in the 7th inning. Pitching change underway. We'll be back to Globe Life Park right after this. Premium is everything you've come to expect and more. There's also a new low price for 2016. You can watch every out-of-market game of all 30 teams live in true HD on over 400 supported devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. He's about had it for this evening. Jake Diekman on, and left-hander against right-hander, and he gets a strike on Tyler White. Numbers for Diekman. Jake in his 7th ball game. He has not been scored upon. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. The opposition hitting .071 against him. And drops in the off-speed pitch, 0-2. Jake Diekman, in his 4 innings of work, has allowed a grand total of 1 hit. Tyler White doubled his last time up. He is 1 for 3. Got him on the fist, and White able to fight it off foul. Jake Diekman, the Nebraska native, came over last year along with Cole Hamels in that trade deadline deal with the Phillies. And boy, what an addition Diekman was to the rotation, or to the bullpen. Hamels was. He gets the strikeout here of Tyler White. So Diekman comes on, puts out the fire. Astros get 2 runs on 2 hits and leave 1. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Rangers leading 6-4. They've got Beltre, Moreland, and Desmond due up. Our Jimmy John's delivery of the game. And how about Ian Desmond delivering in that first inning? Driving home Beltre. Rougned Odor delivering. Driving in Desmond. Brett Nicholas delivering. Driving in Elvis. Our Jimmy John's deliveries of the game. And they were quick, too. Adrian Beltre to start things off. Chris Davinsky is back out to the hill. Tardy on that fastball. Beltre tonight 1 for 3. Had a first inning single and scored. Preston Tucker stays in the ball game, takes over in left field for the Astros. Carlos Correa. 1 out. Next will be Mitch Moreland. Well, the Rangers put 3 on the board in the first inning. Astros answered with 2 in the top of the second. The Rangers came back with a single run in the third, 2 more in the 6th. And then the Astros, with back-to-back 2-out home runs in the 7th inning, got back into this ball game, a 6-4 Ranger lead. Moreland 1 for 3 tonight. That ball is ripped to right field. Going back is Springer. Looking up. Goodbye.
That was a laser beam.
Mitch Moreland with his second home run of the year, and that had no hang time whatsoever.
That's just getting ambushed right there. I'm sure Davinsky was feeling pretty good. He's got a great arm, good stuff. Mitch just walked up there, looked for a fastball, and ripped it. I didn't think it was going to get high enough to get out of here. He hit one the other night that had top spin on it.
That double.
And it hit the top of the wall. I thought he might have done the same thing here, but that ball, that was one. If you're sitting in the front row, you better get out of the way.
No kidding.
Either that or have a glove.
Now this one might have had top spin on it, but I think he hit it so hard it didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
And now Ian Desmond going deep to center field. Back is Gomez and right up against the wall. So Desmond doubled off the top of the wall out there back in the third inning, and he plasters Gomez right against the padding here.
Well, the Rangers trying to come back and answer the Astros 2 home runs in the top of the 7th. They got one of them back with Mitch's and almost got the other one back with Ian. Deep part of the ballpark out there. Didn't quite get enough of it.
Two away bases empty. Here's Rougned Odor. Good night for the Rangers second baseman. He is 2 for 3. I don't mean good night, good night. I mean good night. Pair of singles, an RBI, a run scored. Off the end of the bat. Going out is Correa, and over the shoulder catch as he slides to the ground, and the circus is in town.
Wow.
What a play.
You see infielder try that catch 25 times a year on all different teams, and very seldom do they make that play.
Impossible. The Rangers put one on the board. Will go to the 8th, 7-4 Texas.
Time for the progressive fan of the game. You got to give it to 6-year-old James here in left field. He's been chanting for the Rangers all game long. Let's hear it, James. Let's hear it.
Let's go, Rangers! Let's go, Rangers!
Very nice, James. Getting it going. Even has some chocolate ice cream stains on his shirt, but cheering these Ranger fans on. Congratulations, James. Anything else you'd like to say?
Let's go, Rangers!
There we go, James. Appreciate it.
Nice
Buzz.
job.
Good job. Very nice.
Look how happy he is.
Oh, man. Nice going, James. Sam Dyson on now to pitch the 8th inning, and he starts Evan Gattis off with a breaking ball for strike 1. Dyson in his 7th ball game. Numbers for Sam, opponents hitting just 200 against the sinker balling right-hander.
Sam's throwing more breaking balls than we saw last year. Usually last year it was one sinker after another at 97 miles an hour, but he's featuring a much better assortment of off-speed pitches, a slider and changeup.
Yeah, and a couple of different speeds, a changeup. Another slider for a strike.
Boy, if you came in from last year's scouting report and said, as a right-hand hitter, be ready for 97 miles an hour sinking in on your fists, and then see 3 sliders like that, you're going to come up empty.
You'd have the same look on your face that Evan Gattis has on his. Like, what in the world? Desmond broke back now, comes on a sliding catch, and he picked it off the turf.
Well, Gattis saw the 4th one and was able to get the bat on it. And Ian came back and dove and made that play. Nice play. Looked like he kind of goes over a little bit before he comes in. Kind of a little bit of a circular route. But that's where his athleticism comes in.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's impossible to be a shortstop your whole career and then have perfect routes to the ball on every play. That just comes from experience. Being out there, working at it. We talked about Delano earlier, improving this year in the eyes of his manager and those of us who get to watch him. And the more Ian plays out there, the more his routes will continue to get refined. One thing you can't duplicate is the athletic ability that both those kids have.
Exactly right. Now, Carlos Gomez got that 97-mile-an-hour fastball on the first pitch. So he'd been, and now he got the breaking ball. He was sitting in the on-deck circle watching Gattis and all those sliders.
Huh?
Yeah, then you got 97 about letter high on the first pitch. Then he got the slider. Gomez 2 out of 3 in his career against Sam Dyson in former matchups. There's the breaking ball, and we'll see you later. That's working a hitter over pretty well right there.
That's not fair.
And before Marwin Gonzalez comes up, let's send it back over to Dana Larson for a Chevy game break. All right, Dana, thank you.
These are hanging right in there. They're 7-7 now.
Yep. Well, 2 outs, base is empty. Gonzalez is 1 for 3 tonight. Takes ball 1. Gonzalez only 1 at bat previously against Sam Dyson. He had a single. Rangers 7 runs on 11 hits. A lucky night for the Ranger offense. 4 runs, 8 hits for the Astros.
7 runs. Sounds like half-price Papa John's pizza tomorrow for Ranger fans.
I believe you're right.
You probably don't even have to be a Ranger fan.
I don't know. They ask for your ID. You got to be able to show them a Ranger
ID. You got to
ID.
declare, are you a Ranger fan? Boy, Sam is working that slider tonight. He didn't have that pitch last year. I don't know if he had it and didn't use it.
Tried to use it a couple times, but it wasn't the same slider.
Okay.
That was the one that Hunter Pence had in that first game.
That's right. That's right.
1-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Man. Marwin Gonzalez throwing things down in frustration. 2 strikeouts in a 1-2-3 8th inning. 7.5 in the books. Rangers by 3 over the Astros.
of the Astros by a score of 7-4 as we head to the bottom of the 8th here at Globe Life Park in Arlington. This is the opener of a 3-game series between the Astros and the Rangers. Game 2 tomorrow here at Globe Life Park in Arlington. Same time, same place, right here on Fox Sports Southwest. Cole Hamels goes to the hill for the Rangers, facing off against a hot-hitting and hot-catching Carlos Correa. Game 2 tomorrow night, right here on Fox Sports Southwest. And a big thanks to the fine folks at AT&T High-Speed Internet for getting us ready for the second of 3 between these two Lone Star rivals, guys.
All right, Em, thank you. And Elvis Andrus leading things off. There's Cole. Next to tonight's starter, Gary Collin. Elvis tonight missed by a matter of inches, hitting his first home run of the year. Hit it right off the top of the wall next to that 354 sign in left field. Got a double out of it, an RBI. And also a lot of grief from Adrian Beltre. Loops one into center, and that is down in no man's land for a base hit.
Well, the Rangers have hit the ball hard tonight, and when they haven't, they've still found a lot of holes. Had a lot of bloopers fall in. One blooper that looked like it was going to fall in was the one that Correa caught to end the 7th inning against Rubnet. One of the better plays you'll see an infielder make. Pretty good pitch from Davinsky. Just looped in, and Elvis has his second hit of the night.
Still having fun at 37, and matter of fact, having more fun now than he's had, we'll say. Here's Brett Nicholas. RBI double his last time up. He's 1 out of 2. Also had a walk this evening. Oh, and 1. Nicholas checking with the birthday boy, Spike Owen, down there at third base. Spike celebrating his birthday by waving 7 around so far. He'd like to do a few more. To second and back to first. 4-6-3. Well turned by the Astros, and that removes Elvis Andrus. There are 2 outs. Second Astro double play of the night.
You see the arm strength that Correa has when he comes right straight over the top and needs the arm strength.
No, base is empty. Delino to Shields. 1 for 3. And a bunt single that stayed right on top of the chalk down the third base line last time up. Sean Tollison getting ready in that Ranger pen. He's looking toward the 9th, where he'll face the bottom of the batting order. Castro, the first scheduled hitter, then Tucker, and then back to the top of the order for Altuve. One and 1 to DeShields. A good rip at that high fastball. 1 and 2. Delino with that bunt single now has extended his hitting streak to 6 consecutive ball games. Call strike 3. Rung up on that low outside pitch from Davinsky. That'll do it for the Rangers. No runs, a hit, and nobody left. To the 9th we go. It's tally time at Globe Life Park. The Rangers leading by 3.
a victory in Game 1 against the Houston Astros this season. Hi there, Dana Larson here reminding you we've got Rangers Live, the post-game edition coming up after the game. Join me and Mark McLemore. We'll hear from Jeff Bannister, of course. Also, Derek Holland on his start tonight. And take a close look at this offense with 6 different Rangers driving in runs already this evening. A complete recap of Game 1 of the Silver Boot Series is coming up right after the game on Rangers Live. Now we'll get you back across the way to the fellas, Steve Busby and Tom Grieve, guys.
All right, Dana, thanks very much. Well, it's Sean Tollison on now, looking for his 4th save of the year. This is 7th appearance. Tollison's only worked a couple of times in the last 6 ball games, so he should be well rested, and he has gotten things turned around since that rough 3-run inning that he gave up. Colby Rasmus has come off the Astros bench to pinch hit for Jason Castro. And Tollison misses with the first pitch. It is ball 1. One 1-0 pitch. That's a little bit high. Tollison, 4 innings of work, 8 hits and 5 runs. He's still trying to get the opponent's batting average back down to where it belongs. And he misses high with ball 3. Tollison has not walked anyone this year, nor has he hit a batter. In danger here, though, of putting Rasmus aboard to begin the 9th inning. And ball 4.
All 3 borderline pitches, all 3 right at the top of the strike zone.
4-pitch walk, Rasmus on, and Preston Tucker now will come up representing, well, what would have represented the tying run had Mitch Moreland not cranked that home run. Fortunately, makes it a 3-run game and a little bit of breathing room. Tucker, as a pinch hitter tonight, came in the 7th inning and flied to center. Rangers shade him around to the right, but not in an overshift. Tollison's first pitch misses. Oh, Sean, 5 straight pitches out of the strike zone, and Brett Nicholas going to go out and have a chat with the right-hander.
Yeah, one thing, it doesn't look like he's going to get that call at the top of the strike zone. They're all borderline, but none of them have been called strikes.
And Rasmus watched all 4 of them. Tollison has converted 38 of the 41 save opportunities he's had since last May 20th when he took over. There's a fastball in for a strike, and it's 1-1. 24,181 on hand here tonight, and they are itching to stand for Sean Tollison to close this game out. Pulled foul as Tollison pulled the string. 1-2. There was a young man that gloved that one. Kind of casual, yeah. That's what
he acted like he's done it before.
Yeah, what I brought the glove out here for. Yes, right in there.
He has done it before too. He backhanded that thing. Makes some of the adults look a little weak with that play.
I think he was looking at Mom to turn 2 on that. Get rid of that in a hurry. 2-2. Tucker a .259 average as he faces Tollison. There goes Rasmus. The pitch is high. The throw is late. And Tollison not really paying a lot of attention. Rasmus swipes second. That removes the ground ball double play potential.
Yeah, needless to say, if Tucker gets on, you've got major danger with Altuve, Springer, and Correa coming up.
Well, the count is full. There's Altuve. He is going to be next. Tolley with a payoff pitch. Line to center. But there is Delino backing up. Rasmus tags at second, moves on over to third.
That was a rope. He golfed that fastball just like Altuve did. Altuve pulled it. That one went to center. And Delino was able to make the play. So big out for Sean. Hard hit ball, but all it is an out. Down and in. Nice swing. Actually down in the middle of the plate.
That didn't take long to get out there to Delino.
We had a man waiting for it.
Now 1 away. Altuve homered his last time up. 1 for 4 tonight. Altuve now with 5 home runs for the season. He is the Astros leader in that category. Altuve 1 for 9 against Tollison in previous matchups. Ranger infield playing back with Rasmus at third. And ball 1 is just outside. Beltre even with the bag at third. And Rasmus, his run doesn't really mean too much right here. One ball and 1 strike. As Altuve was named co-player of the week last week in the American League. He hit .407. Drove in 7 runs for the week with 3 home runs. A couple of steals, 4 to 8 runs. Big part of the Astros offense, as he always is. Elvis up and firing. 2 outs. Rasmus scores, makes it a 7-5 Ranger lead, but most importantly, that is out number 2.
Nice play by Elvis in the hole. Strong throw. Picked up by Mitch on the short hop, which he does on a routine basis.
Well, now the Ranger faithful in the ballpark, getting ready to stand and applaud as Sean Tollison tries to get George Springer to end this ball game. Springer 2 for 4. And he was sitting on that breaking ball, looked like. He timed it pretty well, but was over the top. Springer doubled in the first inning, and in the 7th inning followed Altuve's home run with one of his own. 0-1 pitch. Rangers trying to extend their winning streak over the Astros in this ballpark. It stands at 7 straight right now. Tollison trying to get it to 8, and he's 1 strike away. Eric Holland in line for his 2nd victory of the year. He worked the first 5. Tony Barnett worked 1. Keone Kela, Jake Diekman, Sam Dyson, and now Sean Tollison. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On the way. 2-2. Tollison against Springer has been all Sean Tollison. Springer is 0 for 4. The 2-2 offering. We'll try it again. Cole Hamels, tomorrow night's starter. Talking with Derek Holland, tonight's starter. A.J. Griffin to Holland's left. Stage set again, the 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Tollison gets the strikeout. The Astros score a run, but come up short as the Rangers win for the second consecutive night. Derek Holland gets his second win of the season. And again, a big offensive night here this evening. Rangers put 7 runs on the board against the Astros. And the Rangers put this one to bed, a 7-5 win over the Astros, and keep the Astros winless in this ballpark since last April. So a good night. Prince Fielder and Mitch Moore with home runs. Good night for the rest of the offense. Elvis Andrus, a couple of hits, as did Rougned Odor. And that curveball from Sean Tolleson put George Springer away and put this one into the books. Now, Tolleson with his 4th save in 5 opportunities. And the Ranger bench says, yeah, we'll just take that one right on into the clubhouse. So a nice job, again, all the way around. Rangers scoring early, scoring in 4 different innings tonight. And that's always a good mark if you can get it done. Let's send it down to the field to Emily Jones.
Thank you very much, Ian Desmond. Bit of a breakout game for you. How did you feel at the plate tonight?
I felt good, but Derek did a great job. Everyone did a good job of putting runners on base and driving them in.
How are you feeling out in the outfield?
I'm getting there.
It seems like you're adjusting quite nicely. How was that play that you made out there?
It was good. It took a little bit of a sketchy route, but was able to overcome it, get the out.
As far as you getting a couple days off, coming back, did you feel a little bit rejuvenated, refreshed?
Yeah, I mean, I worked hard in spring training. My legs were a little tired.
Speaking of refreshed.
Yeah, I'm good now.
Just how big was that for you to have this game tonight, get a couple days off, and come back, like I said, feeling refreshed?
I'm new to the whole, Rangers, Astros thing, but that was fun. Good crowd, atmosphere tonight, and it was a good win for us.
For you guys offensively, it seems like things are starting to click from top to bottom. How contagious is hitting?
I mean, loud noises are certainly contagious, and tonight was an example of that.
Ian, we'll let you go get dried off. We appreciate the time. Ian Desmond, guys, we'll send it back up to you.
All right, thanks very much. Ian was a little frozen by that bath that he had. The Rangers win the ball game tonight. Take the first of 3 from the Astros. We'll total things up. Be back with more right after this on Fox Sports Southwest.